camera freezes. Um, Use something other than the chat, or if you're going to use the chat box to tell me, change your color of your chat box and of your text in the chat box. And to do that, you click on the top of the chat box at the top right. Click on that, and it gives you like a list of different things. And once change chat color, mine's like bright pink. So if I say something, it's seen. But if you want, if I freeze or anything, you can let me know. But make sure you do it with like a different color text, or use one of those status symbols to get my attention. Now, clear status. I love seeing everybody, but I'm actually going to pull up a worksheet. So I'm going to try to keep us all on here, but this worksheet, or this old assignment I used to do, I think it'll be fun for our AD class. Squeeze that over there. Just don't have enough room. Okay. Now. Yay. And once again, just give me just a second. I apologize for not having this prepared. Like I said, my aging class is kind of taking the back seat here. A little bigger. Okay, we want to make it smaller. And we want to... Okay, I like this part of the worksheet, so I think that we should do it first. And for my new student, my ones who haven't attended the sessions before, this is the hardest part of my class, is getting in here. And it can be frustrating, but now easy peasy. You should be good to go. We are the pioneers of the technology era. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to format it without a mouse, so I'm having to read. You know what I mean. Okay. So aging is my second favorite. I can't lie. Death and Dying is like my favorite class. So, and now I'm also this semester. I've been teaching it in the past. I teach Intro to Sociology and Intro to Social Services, Aging, Death and Dying, and I'm trying to develop a Child and Family class as well as a Social Policy class. So we will see. Oh, and for those of you I've communicated with throughout the last 5 years, I got a promotion. I got the lecturer position, and it's the best you can get without having your PhD. I have 3 masters. And anyway, so I kind of got grandfathered into the 10-year program. So things are looking up for old Abs. So let me not get too cocky. I already spent my raise, but hey, that's okay, right? That's the American way. All right. So what I thought would be kind of neat is to discuss aging and these aspects of like what we think. What age would be appropriate. And after doing some review, it's really interesting because younger people view aged individuals much more harshly than the aged individuals view themselves. And if you took the myths and facts quiz, and hopefully that worked out and gave you feedback, there's a lot of us have some misconceptions of what aging is. And don't seem to embrace it. There's like so many interesting little facts about aging. One of the negative facts is like the STDs going on in the nursing homes. Yes, that's right. Old people are being sexually active. So sexually active that they're contracting. If I'm like 85 and I get an STD, I've gone my whole life without, obviously, those have been tackled for the last 10 years. This has been going on. Now, another check, yes or no. Put a check up if you have an elderly person in your family or like close in your life, so that you can kind of, this would be who you would kind of think of maybe when you do these assignments or you think of someone old. Yeah, because I mean, my mom, but my mom I don't consider old, so um, that's it. The rest of us are like me. Okay. Just let me get a couple more feels here. How about who of you have elderly family who are in nursing home? Who are in a nursing home, not independent living, not where they live like in Florida on a resort. They just happen to live, in a community, but they live in a nursing home. That is very interesting. Now, ideally, a lot of us think that there's a large population in nursing homes, and there's not. It's like somebody, an expert, a gerontologist, told me it was 3%. That sounds like extremely low, but it's a very, very small percentage of people who are in nursing homes. And we're living longer, of course. And whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. Because we're still getting sick, but we're learning to live longer. So we're learning how to live with these diseases. And the right to die argument is one of my favorites, so I'll make sure I identify that for like an upcoming session so you can prep. I know that doesn't seem like an issue that's relevant to a lot of us, but it is about to be in the next 5 years, about as big as the marijuana legalization policies that are coming into play. And I plan on advocating for both of those. So it's going to be especially prominent in your lifetime as to whether you have a right to end your life for reasons of terminal disease, quality of life, and the like. But like I said, I'll prepare that one. This one was kind of last minute. Okay, so this will be kind of fun. And like I said, I'll never keep you over. I'm trying to make sure I can see the checks here as well. I've never had this much on my screen. Okay, so I've cleared everybody out. Now, what I'm going to need from you is, I'm going to give you, actually no, you're going to have to raise your hand, I think, to answer these with age. And then we can do checks or X's if we agree. Alright, so obviously, this is giving you a list of situational factors, and you're to tell me what age range, or no, age, specifically, you think is relevant. Oh no, that's my pen, hold on just a second. Okay. And again, if I'm like sounds going in and out, I see that. Mr. Reed, you're supposed to tell me that in a different color so I could see it. All right. That mainly what I was saying was nonsense, but what we will discuss is this right here, where it's like wearing short skirts and high heels. Okay. What age do we think that is appropriate? And be careful here because I'm a single 35-year-old and I rock it like I'm 21. Okay? What age? And yes, thank you. Yes, Miss Jamie, go right ahead. Good to see you. Wait, are you talking? I'm not hearing. Are you guys hearing? I could make sure you're not muted, and make sure I'm giving you guys all. Okay, can you guys hear her? No? Okay. Oh, I hear something. What's wrong with your audio? Okay, you think 20 to 30. Okay, 20 to 30. All right, now I had somebody's hand up. I want to know what you think. That was Miss Gentry. Catherine?
18 to 45.
18 to 45. And then 20 to 30. Okay. All right. Anybody want to throw some more out there? Yes. Mr. Crosby, give me an age, please. Or ages range. Mr. Crosby, is your audio working? In these private chats. Okay, so we've got a few here. I think 20, 30, and I can't. All right, I'm going to pass you, Mr. Crosby, but work on your audio, and you guys can help him out through the chat box. Yes, Mr. David.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Being impartial with a 13-year-old daughter, I would definitely have to say that being a couple years older would suit me better. I don't think that she should be at 13 years old. Somebody that age, especially going to school, should be wearing skirts like that. I mean, I know they wear bathing suits that are more revealing, but I would probably say at least 18.
Okay. And then to what age?
Until it doesn't look good anymore.
Oh, hello. What's her name? Demi Moore? She's like 100 now. She's hotter than most 21-year-olds. But by the way, do not envy the 13-year-old daughter. Miss Jamie, let's try your audio again. What is up with that? Have you done the audio setup, Wizard? Okay, oh wait, I see you here. I feel that age is less to do with it, but more of where you are in life. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Yes, Nancy, go right ahead. Oh, whoops, I think I didn't. I clicked on whoever else. Miss Nancy, just hold on a second. I clicked on somebody else. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Yes. I like that. I like that. Okay. Very good. Did you just say rocking STDs? That's hilarious. Agreed. All right. Miss Nancy, go right ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree. It doesn't have anything at all to do with your age. It's whether or not you can pull it off at, you know, go for it. I personally am not wearing one. They can go right ahead.
I think it's interesting, and it's sociological. Like Mr. David said, like applying it to someone you know, because we can always say, oh, you know, but actually knowing of someone who's say 65 and they can rock a short skirt, knowing someone who's 13 years old and knowing that that's inappropriate, I think that's extremely helpful in empathizing and then also determining these age restrictions. Yes, Miss Hill.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. No, I'm all about rocking it at every age, but I'm just curious, like, how old is too old?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, my grandmother's 90, and she's still, like, she went on a party bus with her, like, 90-year-old friends, like, a week ago for her birthday.
Wow.
And I have to be honest, like, if she rocked a short skirt, I'd be seriously disturbed. Like, that's too old. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I think I just saw a comment. I believe it depends largely on their age by Mr. Watts.
Okay.
Oh, will you go ahead?
No, I'm done. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay. I mean, are you guys all just too timid to say that you don't want to see it because it's not attractive? Because that's ageist, Duncan. I mean, it is, but that's what we're here for. Yes, Miss Jackson.
Rocking some short skirts since STD is on the rise. No, no, rocking short skirts.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's awesome.
Uh-oh, here comes Mr. Watts. Get ready. Go ahead. Make sure you're unmuted. Click on that green microphone.
Okay, you hear me?
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
I think it depends largely on age. I agree that if you're age appropriate, if you look good in it, shoot, wear it. But I think there's an age limit where we should draw the line that you should hang on no high heels and put the skirt in the closet. I think it's a certain age it's kind of retiring. So I would say you have to be age appropriate.
Okay. So this is just a little throw to, I'm picturing now a bikini, not just a short skirt, a bikini. My mom informed my aunt at age 35 because she was too fat. She told her she shouldn't wear a bikini anymore. So I just wanted to throw that image out there at you.
Yes,
Mr. Rossi.
can everybody hear me? Okay, can
Uh-huh.
everybody see me on webcam?
Oh, no, your webcam's black, but that's okay.
well,
At least we can
having
hear
some
you.
on that. Hey, I can hear everybody very good for the classmates, except Professor Johnson. And I am hooked up to Firefox, and I am new to this online conference. So if anybody, after the meeting, if anybody can help me with this and tell me what maybe I'm having trouble with, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I record the sessions, so I can always send you the link. But with that being said, does everybody else agree that my audio is the worst? Okay, so you're not alone there. What in the hell? I have gotten a new computer, a new one. Okay. I have a Comcast appointment for 48 hours. Next 48 hours. All right, Miss Nancy, go ahead.
I was just agreeing that your audio was bad.
Oh, and did you hear that echo, guys? That's what happens if we're not muted. We want to make sure we mute and unmute ourselves after we're done. Now, besides the physical, rockin' look, and let's remember, I think that let's not just consider old age, let's consider too young, too, because this interesting documentary I watched on pedophilia, you may not want to hear this if you have a 13-year-old daughter, but the age that you become attracted to the opposite sex, which is females, that's around 11, 12, 13 years old, and boys a little later, 13, 14, 15, you are always attracted to that age. I mean, and up, but you can see an attractiveness there because that's where you started. And I found that, because I was like, I'm a pedophile, that's insane. Yes, Jamie. Oh, wait, yes, Jamie. What do you at? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, too young to me is when you are not mature enough to handle the response of it. And actually, I'm going to tagline off that because I think that that's kind of important to what was said a minute ago. If you feel like the confidence that we were talking about earlier, you have to be confident and rock it, but you have to be willing to accept society's response to it. So you got to be confident enough to know some people are going to tell you that you are not dressed appropriately. And you just either don't care or you do. So that definitely has to be something taken into consideration. Remind me of a daughter. I got to quit reading those. Use bright pink, Jamie. I can see that better. Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's get to some other. Oh, okay, moving on. I'm going to clear out these checks. Moving on. Anybody want to throw out some age ranges there? Yes, go ahead.
Is that for me? Okay.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah, age is a different thing to me because I was 17 when I moved out of my house, and I guess I turned out all right. I've got my own house, my own family, my own children now, but I think it's when you're